Sleepless nights since the breakup? Tired of feeling sad and empty? If you're ready to finally move on and reclaim your joy, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Unbeatable Heart podcast. I'm your host, Banuel Dogaiman. I've been through it, and now I help a community of 50,000 people find the path to real healing. This podcast gives you the proven, actionable steps to rebuild your self-esteem and create a life you love. You've done so much hard work. You've faced the pain. You've sat with the sadness. You've ridden the roller coaster. The tears have, for the most part, dried. The constant crushing weight on your chest has started to lift. You're not in that state of pure survival anymore. But now you're left with something else. Something that can be, in its own way, almost as terrifying as the pain. You're left with silence. You're left with an empty weekend. You're left with a blank page. For weeks or months or maybe even years, you knew your role. You were a partner. Your identity was part of a we. Your weekends were planned. Your habits were shared. Your future was intertwined with someone else's. Now, you're just I. And you're standing in the middle of this new, quiet life, asking yourself, who even am I? What do I actually like? What do I do now? I'm here to tell you that this blank page is not a punishment. It is not a void. It is the single greatest opportunity of your life. You are not empty. You are free. You are not lost. You are an explorer. Your old life, the one you had to fight so hard to heal from, is over. It is time to become the architect of a new one. This is the most important mindset shift you can make right now. For months, you have been a renovator. Your life was like a house that just got hit by a storm. You've been patching up the holes in your heart, fixing the broken windows, and cleaning up the emotional damage. That was hard, necessary, and brave work. And that work is done. It is time to take off the tool belt, because now you get to be the architect. You are not fixing an old, broken down house anymore. You have a clean, clear piece of land and an unlimited budget of possibility. You get to design a brand new life from the ground up, exactly the way you want it. You get to choose the style, the materials, the colors. You get to decide what goes where. Your past was just the prologue. This is where your real story begins. And the best part? You are the only author. You hold the pen. So, how do you start? When you have a blank page, what is the first sentence? When you're an architect with a clear piece of land, what is the first step? You need a blueprint. Here is your practical 3-step blueprint for designing this new life you're so excited to build. Step 1. Gather your inspiration. Before an architect builds, they gather inspiration. They create mood boards. They look at art, at nature, at other buildings. They figure out what they love. You need to do the same for your own identity. You've spent so long compromising and blending your tastes with someone else's, but you might have lost track of what you actually, truly like. So your first step is to become a detective of your own curiosity. I want you to get a brand new notebook, something that feels fresh and exciting. On the very first page, I want you to write my new life blueprint. For the next week, your only job is to fill the first few pages of this notebook with answers. You are just exploring. There is no judgment here, no task too big or too small. I want you to answer these questions. What did I love to do as a kid before I ever cared about dating? Think about this. What did you do for hours that made you lose track of time? Was it drawing, riding your bike, building things, playing the piano, writing stories? This is a clue to your purest, most authentic self before the world told you what you should like. What is one skill I've always been curious about? What's that thing you've always seen other people do and thought, that looks cool? Is it learning to code, rock climbing, speaking Italian, understanding how to invest, playing the guitar? Just write it down. What is one place in my own city or town I've never visited? We all have them. That park across town, that little museum, that neighborhood everyone talks about. Who is someone I admire, and what qualities do they have that I want to build in myself? Is it their discipline, their creativity, their kindness, their sense of adventure? This isn't about copying them. It's about identifying the values you want to build your new life around. Step 2. Start your first project. Okay, you're the architect. You've got your inspiration board. Now, you have to break ground. An architect doesn't try to build the entire house in one day. That's overwhelming and impossible. They start with one foundation, one wall. You need to do the same. Don't try to change your entire life at once. You will get overwhelmed, you will burn out, and you will give up. Your task is to pick one thing from your inspiration list and make it your first project. This project is the first wall of your new house. It is the first thing you are building that is 100% for you. Look at your list. Pick one thing, just one. If you wrote down rock climbing, your project is to sign up for the beginner's class at the local gym. If you wrote down drawing, your project is to go buy a canvas and some paints. If you wrote down learning Italian, your project is to download a language app and do the first 10-minute lesson. If you wrote down writing, your project could be starting a new journal and writing one page every night. This project is your new anchor. It is the first thing you are building in your new life that has zero connection to your past relationship. It's all yours, and when you complete it, you will have built momentum. You will have proven to yourself that you are not a patient anymore. You are a builder. Step 3. Curate your world. You cannot build a new, beautiful, inspiring life in an old, stale environment. You can't grow a new garden in old, poisoned soil. Your surroundings, your physical and digital world have a massive impact on how you feel and what you believe is possible. Your environment should be fuel for your future, not a museum of your past. So this week, I want you to change your environment. Let's start with your physical space. You don't need to move or spend a lot of money. Change one thing. Rearrange your bedroom furniture. It's amazing how this can make your entire life feel new. Deep clean your closet. Get rid of the clothes that remind you of your ex or that just don't feel like the new you anymore. Buy a new plant. Bringing new life into your space is a powerful signal to yourself. Next, change your digital environment. We spend so much time on our phones. Is your feed inspiring you or dragging you down? Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad. Anyone who makes you feel less than, jealous, or reminds you of your past, unfollow. Follow accounts that inspire you. Artists, entrepreneurs, travelers, chefs, authors. Follow people who are living the kind of life you want to build. Your social media feed should feel like your personal inspiration board. Your task for the week. Are you ready? Your task this week is to officially stop being the patient and to step into your new role, the architect. Your assignment is to get that new notebook, complete the first step, gather your inspiration, spend at least 30 minutes just dreaming, exploring, and writing. No judgment, just get curious about yourself again. Complete the second step, choose your one project. You don't have to finish it, but you must start it. Buy the running shoes, sign up for the class, download the app. Take the first physical step. This is the work. This is the exciting part. The goal of this entire journey was never just to get over your ex. It was never just to be okay again. That's thinking too small. The goal is to use this break, this blank page, as a launchpad. The goal is to build a life so full, so exciting, and so authentically you that your past relationship becomes a tiny, insignificant part of your much bigger, more amazing story. One day, you won't even think of yourself as the person who had that bad breakup. You'll be the person who runs marathons, or the person who started their own business, or the person who learned to play the guitar. This is your new beginning. You are the architect. So, we reach to the end of another episode. As you already know, healing is a journey, and it's so much more powerful when we walk it together. If you're looking for a private, supportive space to connect with others who truly get what you're going through, to share your wins and your struggles, and to get ongoing encouragement from a community that genuinely cares, then I'd love for you to join our incredible Facebook group. You can find the direct link to join us right there in the episode description of this podcast. Just tap on that and you're in. And of course, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our upcoming episodes. Remember, you are so much stronger than you think, and your brightest days are ahead. Until next time, keep healing, keep growing,